3, 2, 1, and let's go. It's me, Commodio, the people of the culture. And today, as always, we have...
Oh man, I didn't put any thought into this at all.
That's Swervy Bryant.
Swervy Bryant. I don't know if I want to be Swervy Bryant.
You gonna be Swervy Bryant today. This is Swervy Bryant. My bad. Swerve King James.
That's cool. Rest in peace. Kobe Bryant, by the way.
Yeah. And
he's still alive right here.
Mr.
He's
Messenger,
still alive right here.
What is your name?
He's still alive right here. Huh?
What is your name?
The Black Mamba.
Nice. Well, today, what we have going on, what is your dog doing?
Please ignore that.
It's so hard. It's right in my face.
Please stop.
Oh my God. Yeah, so...
No, back away. Please back away. So
today, the subject that we would like to talk about is money. Money. All of the monies. From...
Money. I don't want to talk about money. All I didn't care about money.
Terrible.
I wanted to be about money.
Anywho. So we're going to talk about black billionaires. I guess we give a little bit of synopsis of who they are, what they do. Because, unfortunately, we only know about a couple of them. And they happen to be who? Without looking, they happen to be Oprah, Jay-Z,
it's The Rock. It's The Rock.
Anybody else?
Bob Johnson.
Nah.
Bob Johnson.
Off the top of the head, Bob Johnson.
Bob Johnson.
Come on, fam.
That's such a generic sounding name.
BET, Bob Johnson. Start off a 30-minute segment on Nickelodeon. BET. Fun fact, that's how BET started.
So you're saying BET started on Nickelodeon?
I think so, for a 30-minute segment. Fact check me. 1978.
1970. So Nickelodeon was in 19...
Maybe it was 1988. No, I want to say it's 78. 78.
BET never aired on Nickelodeon. I was like the first.
My life is a lie.
Hold up. Nickelodeon. Now it's a sister channel.
That hurt.
It's a sister channel. Let me see what this is. Let me see. Hold up. The BET Rejoice block, formerly BET Inspiration until 2017, is dedicated to Christian programming. I have no clue why Nickelodeon is in this paragraph, but I'll get to it. This block airs in lieu of infomercials in late night, which the network has not aired since 1997. BET is one of a handful of subscription channels and one of only 2 Viacom-owned networks to have discontinued airing infomercials. Sister network Nickelodeon ran infomercials in some overnight time slots from 1987 to 1998, with series airing in that day part since then.
So in 19 when? When did it start?
87 to 98.
So it was 87. I said 78, and I was like, nah, it's 88. Nah, so it was, and what channel was it? Oh,
What?
Where did it start on? How did it?
They're saying there was like some infomercials on Nickelodeon between 87 and 98.
So it was on Nickelodeon.
BET?
I don't know what they're saying. No, they're saying, let's see, BET Rejoice block. Only knows BET Inspiration. They put religious shit on Nickelodeon. This block airs in lieu of infomercials in the late night, which the network has not aired since 1997. BET is one of a handful of subscription channels and one of only 2 Viacom-owned networks to have discontinued airing infomercials. Actually, no, they're not saying that BET was on Nickelodeon at all. They're just saying that Nickelodeon kept running infomercials between those time slots.
Oh, okay.
But they're not saying anything about them being related.
Then where did BET come on?
It was on his own channel.
BET.
So BET popped off. Bob Johnson just popped off with his own channel.
Let's see. I believe, right?
Let's try to go to the top. I want to see origin stories.
It really popped off as his own channel?
After stepping down as a lobbyist for the cable industry, Freeport, Illinois native Robert L. Johnson decided to launch his own cable television network. Johnson would soon acquire a loan for $15,000 and a $500,000 investment from media executive John Malone to start the network. So yeah, I think he started it on his own.
But it said it started off as a 2 hours a week block of programming on the Madison Square Garden Sports Network, which would later become the USA Network. Wow. And
That's where it started on. Okay, it was a 2 hour. So it was a 2 hour block.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, bro, I swear it started on some.
That happened in the 80s. So it started out on basically USA Network after it changed its name, but not Nickelodeon. But
they would have infomercials and stuff. Sure. Okay.
No, the infomercials was something completely different.
I learned something new today.
and the whole ass nigga sold BT to an old white woman. Ain't that a shame?
You know what? I would not call him any derogatory terms.
I don't want to come to
You know what? Chill out.
But
he
I am
did.
very disappointed.
He secured the bag.
He secured. No. We needed BET. All right, him started BET, and you can't take that away from him because we needed that for a culture.
We did.
All right.
I mean, shout out to him.
When do you? When was probably somewhere in the article. When did he sell it?
It was like 03, 04, 05. It was somewhere around.
07.
It was somewhere in that time.
It was like 07. It was before we graduated.
Yeah, it was before we graduated.
Because the Boondocks episode came out making fun of it.
I don't even remember.
You remember the Boondocks episode?
It was the
Oh yeah.
Remember because BET was hella mad about that.
Yeah.
Shit, you get what you fucking deserve, Murray. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, so one of the billionaires is Bob Johnson. He sounds like a fucking.
Wasn't he the original first black billionaire?
Yeah. Bob Johnson was the first. If we look at this chart right here,
black billionaire until 2001. Bro.
Yeah, the first black billionaire came in 2001. It was Bob Johnson at $1.6 billion. So, looking at this list right here, Oprah didn't come into the picture until 2003, 2 years later. And in 2003, Bob Johnson had $1.2 billion. Oprah had $1 billion. Some shit happened with Bob Johnson between 04, 05, 06, and he did not have $1 billion. He came back in 07 though, and he has $1 billion again. I think that's, like we said, it was when he sold BET.
Look to be sure when he sold BET. We just looked at it real quick.
That's probably it. I mean, just like literally the number, the money alone tells you.
Because I mean, selling it, he was gonna sell it for like $1 billion at least. Was it 4 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion? $100 billion.
Oh, wait. No, it looks like he sold it in 2000.
What?
Wait. What?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was way later than that.
You would think the money trail would give it away, but no. Yeah, it looks like he sold it in 2000.
My life is a lie.
Well, that's why we encourage all you folks out there to start reading more.
Yeah, research, especially when y'all talk about politics. You bigots.
Or when you like try to talk about, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna. Still fresh on my mind, but I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. So by the time 07 hits, like I said, Oprah's 1.5 billion. She's the wealthiest black person in America at this point in 2007 with 1.5 billion. Bob Johnson's coming in at 1.1 billion. 08 is when shit like goes crazy. So in 08,
is that when the recession hits then?
Yeah, the recession did hit around 08, 09. In 08, we get new names, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to fuck these up. These names will get messed up. But we have Aliko Dangote, who is 3.3 billionaire.
From where?
He's from Nigeria. He is a Nigerian billionaire businessman and the owner of Dangote Group, which has interests and commodities in Nigeria and other African countries. I'm very curious because Yeah, it looks like he was a native. He's natively from Nigeria. So it's not like he's African American per se. But this is Black History Month. So he's still invited to the cookout, even though he may not fuck with barbecue that heavily. Patrice, I'm going to fuck this name up too. Wow. Patrice Motsepe is also a South African mining businessman and billionaire of Swana descent. He is the founder and executive chairman of African Rainbow Minerals, which has interest in gold, ferrous metals, base metals, and platinum. He sits on several company boards and and this is all '08. Mo Ibrahim, who is also a billionaire, he's Sudanese British. He worked for several telecom companies before founding Celltel, which when sold had over 24 million mobile phone subscribers in 14 countries in Africa. And of course we said Bob Johnson. That's Big Daddy BET right there, so makes sense why he has billions. Or billion, either way. And so that's most of the ones in 08. 09, that list is roughly the same, but it's a new dude in the mix called, I say dude, I really have no clue. Well, they say businessman, so I'm gonna go with it. Femi Otedola.
Nigerian, man.
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
Philanthropist.
A philanthropist. I feel like the word philanthropist is kind of sketch. It's like, I have billions of dollars. And like, what do you do? I'm a philanthropist. Like, what the fuck do you do, though?
You saying like Frank Lucas was a philanthropist?
What did Frank Lucas keep saying? He kept saying, I'm a businessman. Okay, what's the business? Business. What is that? What do you do? How do you make money? Like, by business. They're like, okay, whatever. But, this dude, Femi or whatever, he looks like he's in the fuel and oil game, which makes sense. Adedola is the founder of Xenon Petroleum and Gas Ltd. and the owner of a number of other businesses across shipping, real estate, and finance. So, free game here, diversify your bonds. It sounded like a joke when Wu-Tang Clan said it, but it's real. Diversify your bonds. That way you plant different seeds and watch different crops grow and make different money. Don't put all your eggs in the same basket. Word. It looks like the list is kind of staying the same. There's a new dude, Adam Siddiq, I don't know. But there's really no page about him. So, yeah, page doesn't exist. But he's 2.1 billion. He's also Nigerian. So, at this point,
Nigerian billionaires.
Yeah, I'm gonna say at this point, I mean, if you get hit up by a Nigerian prince, don't reject it too fast. You never know. You might want to Google him real quick. Go to Wikipedia. There's a lot of Nigerian dudes out there that are billionaires, not millionaires, billionaires. Like, the list is pretty hardcore. As far as like black billionaires, a great deal of them are coming from Africa. And for actual business, like I hate to put it that way, but it's legitimately 100% business people. It's not entertainers, athletes, things like that happen to flip
that
something.
We know about all their money, but there's so many other rich people that are probably trillionaires that we don't know about their money.
We can try to look at a trillionaire list. Nobody talks about trillionaires at all in America. And I suspect nobody talks about trillionaires in America because America has no trillionaires. And to keep it...
like, a lot of Middle Eastern, like, kings and princes don't have to, like, say how much money they have.
Well, I was going to say, to keep it patriotic, you're not really going to come out and just say...
Well, like...
Because we are the richest, most powerful country.
So how is the dude from North Korea not a trillionaire?
Kim Jong-un?
Yeah.
How is he not?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he is or isn't.
I mean, but how wouldn't he not? Doesn't he own, like, almost everything that country owns? Anything that country owns, he owns. I
mean, it depends on...
or Saudi Arabia. Like, the princes and kings for Saudi Arabia. How are they not, like, billionaires?
It depends on... Hey! Interesting.
Sorry.
It depends on whether or not...
wow.
His company is worth that much. If his company ain't worth that much, then... Or country ain't worth that much, then Yeah, it ain't gonna be no trillions. But it could be. Like I said, like, why would they let us know that? If they don't want these people to look credible and be legit, why the hell would they let us know that they're trillionaires? That are literally shitting on people like Jeff Bezos, who we think is damn near the ruler of everything. Mm-hmm. Why the hell would they tell us that there's people out there richer than him?
Also, I don't think people understand and grasp the concept of like $1 billion. Like, I don't think people grasp.
How the hell could they? People can't grasp $1 million.
Don't grasp how much money, how ridiculous amount of money that is.
It is crazy.
Like
it's hard to grasp $500,000.
Like to own to have $2 billion worth of money, right? Like how did somebody specify like how many minutes? How many is like 1 million minutes compared to how many is 1 billion minutes? Like it's 1,000 times more than that, right? Like it's just ridiculous amount.
Let me see something. I'm kind of curious about this Alico dude.
Hey.
And in 2008, Alico had 3.3 billion. Fast forward to 2019, this motherfucker has gone up about $7 billion. He's at 10.6 now. 10.6 billion. So basically the wealthiest billionaires that are black, the top two are Nigerian. Alico at $10.6 billion and Mike Adenuga at $9.6 billion. The third one right after that is a person named Robert Smith, who is an American billionaire businessman, philanthropist, chemical engineer, and investment banker. He is the founder, chairman, and CEO of private equity firm Vista Equity Partners. So that's number 3, which is crazy. Like, it's crazy how much we talk about people like Oprah and Jay-Z, but they ain't even in the top 3 as far as this goes. You got Robert Smith coming in at $5 billion. You got David Stewart coming in at $3.9 billion, and then you get Oprah at number 5 on the list at $2.7 billion. I swear to God, Oprah had more than that.
I thought she was like $4 billion at one point. But
You said 40?
4.
Oh.
No, not 40. No.
That's crazy amounts of money.
I don't know if I want to be that rich. You'd be so bored. Like, bro, it's like getting to the end of the game. You done unlocked all the power-ups. Bro, like, what now?
If you get that rich, you just marry somebody and get a divorce. That cuts half your price.
I don't want to do that. Fuck that.
That's the easiest way.
No, that's horrible.
And, like, the thing about it is you can't do too much when you're that rich either, because then other people start getting pissed. They're like, hey, bro, you changing the economy too much. I don't like all this charity shit you doing. Like you can't. You get all this money just to do nothing with it, because you can't change the world completely the way you want to. Fuck around and get assassinated.
Very true.
We've seen that happen over and over again. So, like, what do you do with that amount of money?
You get a bunch of prostitutes, and you get them to lay in a hammock and get the middle part cut out. And then you lay down under the hammock.
You just gotta secretly find a bunch of chains.
The billionaire from that owned Malware Bytes or whatever else did that.
McAfee.
Yeah, you just
John McAfee.
Oh, I know plenty of things you can do as a billionaire, looking out for what other billionaires do. Right?
So nothing good.
Yeah, a lot of things good. You have a bunch of crazy parties.
On islands?
You
like presidents and shit?
You see if you can have superpowers.
Who did that? Who did that?
I mean, have you never tried? You can do that with like not much money.
You probably could just get some gadgets. You could be like Batman or some shit.
Yeah,
I like the Black Captain America.
Yeah,
I think it's
start shooting your project into space.
Jay-Z is the last person on this list, and I don't know why that's funny.
That $1 billion.
Well, he's the most recent.
Even.
So
you start your own sports. You invest in other products. You give challenges out. You invest in a lot of colleges and like give scholarships and everything. Like if I was a billionaire. 500 million automatically go out to always like half my money instantly. Give it to other people. Millions here, millions there, whatever else. So just start doing things. You know? Giving out $1 million loans. You got to do these tasks and you get $1 million loan. You know, start doing some amazing races, whatever else, you know. Start a underground fight club.
yeah, sounds like assassination is
That sounds
coming.
pretty fun, actually. Underground Fight Club.
Sounds like assassination is coming.
No. Not that type of fight club. I'm not going to blow anything up. Just something like...
That's Project Mayhem.
No, yeah, but it's not going to become that. You know, we started some really cool things. Have an anime made about me. You know,
I would definitely. You know what? I would do a rat race.
I would have personal concerts of people. I'd be like, "You're going to perform for me." Kind of like what the Middle Eastern people do. Like they'll just be having like 7-day parties and like T-Pain or whatever else, or in the middle of the party they'll film a movie from another movie or whatever else, and I just have people come over and do things. Like I would just be like, "Yo, you know, this billionaire wants you to do something cool. All right, I'm going over there."
I would do a rat race, just like the movie. I would put like $1 million in a fucking briefcase, and I just pick a random like 10 people from across the U.S. and be like, "Yo, it starts now. Go get the money." Yeah, I do a rat race. Rat race would be fun as fuck.
Form the Avengers.
They pretty loud.
What are you gonna do? Hit a Felix Jones, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Felix Jones.
Phoenix Jones.
Close enough.
That's a Black History person we should talk about, though.
So, Phoenix Jones. Phoenix Jones is one of the first heroes. Can't call him super.
You know who Phoenix Jones is, Jerry?
No, I do not.
He's a black superhero.
Really?
Look at him. In real life.
Yeah.
What?
So this dude somehow created this suit.
And he formed the Avengers.
Dead ass.
But disbanded because some of them were Hydra.
Because some of them were what? Hydra.
Yes.
So he legit was a vigilante. Like, this is not a movie. This is not a costume. This is nothing. This is 100% real. This dude somehow created this suit, and I cannot even bullshit you. He created this suit. He worked at a bookstore, and when he clocked out and was done working at the bookstore, he would put this on, patrol the streets, and beat the shit out of people that he saw fucking
because
up.
Seattle has a law that you can settle disputes with a fist fight.
Wow, really? So you can legally fight?
You can legally fight. So some people said it was an archaic law that nobody used, but Phoenix Jones actually uses that law.
He said, my whole life has been about making balance. Man, Thanos said that same shit. Watch out. Watch out.
See, being a billionaire, I just get Phoenix Jones, make him one of my heroes.
You know what's funny? I thought about that same thing. I was like, bro, if I had like all that money, I would definitely reach out to Phoenix Jones and like other people.
The only way to...
I'd give him like souped up cars and shit and motorcycles and
crazy
weapons.
The only way you can like counter Felix Jones if you get the Booty Warrior. I feel like the only person that can like stop him.
That's the main villain.
That's the main villain.
He comes out like being some jigsaw shit. All his victims. All his victims, you go up to him and he leaves a clue in their ass. He's at the point.
I don't like this. You ruined everything I just said. I don't like this no more. I don't like this no more. I don't like this. I don't like where this went.
It'd be like butt riddles.
Yeah. Felix Jones.
Shit me or shit me not. Meet me at the clock tower at midnight.
31. Wait, he's from Texas?
Of course he's from Texas.
Real ones.
Where else
we make all the real ones.
Where else would somebody be so rootin' tootin' ready to throw down from? Out here serving up justice. Texas is about law.
He's a real life superhero.
And order. Yeah, Phoenix Jones. And at some point, it was just him. And
he formed a squad. He formed a group.
Yeah, he ended up forming a group. I don't even... Look, Phoenix Jones group. Phoenix Jones clan.
Avengers.
Oh, shit. Rain City superhero movement.
You can legally scrap in Seattle. That's crazy. I feel like that law changed if more niggas moved there and start beating motherfuckers up. Like, that law changed so fast.
You know what else laws will change that we should try to make change?
Gun laws?
Yeah. So, we can do that by everybody just going out and legally purchasing a firearm if you have a darker shade, which I plan on doing this year in 2020.
I mean, niggas need to do that just to do it. I don't think niggas even need to be worried about changing gun laws. I think niggas just need to get strapped just because.
No. It's not worrying about changing the gun laws. It's a cause and effect. You feel me? It's just going to happen. But I think we should definitely do it. You strapping up?
Yeah.
In 2020?
Hell yeah.
You strapping up?
I'm not.
Trash.
Yeah, I think I know about that. I'm not about that life, bro. I don't like them.
All right, don't get caught slipping.
Let me don't be caught slipping.
You just told the whole world you slipping. You just told the whole world
run up on me?
whacking. I mean,
somebody gonna run up on me because I got no gun? Get dropped.
I got 5 guns. I got one in the couch. I got one underneath this table. I got one in the kitchen. I got one in the bedroom and I got one in the bathroom.
I mean, this is Texas.
He's at an undisclosed location with AK-47s and strippers. I'm just saying.
That was a great time. Did you see that last
Really shocked. I really felt like I should get a more warning.
Why were you shocked? Well, I was.
Oh, my
I was
partner
cool.
with the Draco?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I already knew he had it, so it wasn't no thing to me.
I wasn't tripping either. I was like, oh, it's Draco. Like, I kind of wanted to ask, like, hey.
Y'all kept coming out of the bathroom.
Because they was smoking in the bathroom, and they was like,
oh, is that...
Them two girls, they was having like a little private session, and they invited me in there because I'm the one who brought them over there, and then they invited the birthday boy in there, you know what I'm saying? So
The two light-skinned petite girls?
Yeah.
I know where they came from.
Oh,
Like,
I felt like you invited them.
they just appeared. I was
They
like,
were just
who are these
being
people?
real weird, and there was so much going on in the bathroom, and I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Because my partner was like, are they doing cocaine or some shit? Because they did for a minute.
I actually was thinking that. I was like,
And I asked him, he said what?
They were seeing gone, so I was like, all right.
Because I was thinking, I was like, what else could they be doing in here that we're not doing out here?
Exactly,
So I was like,
but then I knocked on the door and they opened it, but weed smoke came out, and I was like, y'all know. We in there smoking, and then the birthday boy, he was like, everybody in here smokers. Like, if y'all want to just smoke y'all blunt by yourself, like, ain't nobody gonna trip. Like, we all, solo blunts every now and then. It's cool, but they just like shit, yeah, whatever. But it was cool. It was cool. It was a cool time.
it was very chill.
So you brought out the drink.
I was like this close.
Blah,
I wanted to ask him.
blah, blah.
I really wanted to hold it, bro. I really did.
What soldier gonna be on that list?
Never, probably.
Chameleonaire? Anybody want to predict black billionaires in the future? Next 5 years?
Let's look up Chameleonaire right now.
I feel like
Diddy.
really, you need to look in. Oh yeah, I'm surprised he's not there already.
I think Diddy and Dre are going. Diddy, Dre, Master
Yeah, I
P.
thought Dre was a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Dr.
No,
Dre?
no. He didn't get that much money for when he.
They got a long way to go.
Yeah, so Chameleonaire he got a minute, bro.
I mean, he's still rich as fuck and shit. That's how you know a billion is crazy, because he had 25 million, but you need 1,000 millions to be a goddamn
30.
Actually, no.
100 million.
You do need 1,000 millions, yeah.
I would say Akon, Dre, Diddy, Master P.
I feel like we really need to be looking into tech, and who's
Ray J.
leading the way with that.
Ray J.
He is at 200 mil. As rich as he is, he's still got a long way to go. He's not even 25.
Yeah, but the deals he's making, he's submitting a lot of deals that can just pop off anytime, though.
Ray J got a minute.
But he got a tech company also.
So it's Chameleonaire. So yeah, Ray J's only like
what's
14
Akon
million.
worth?
Akon getting the type of work where he won't have to report it eventually.
80 million.
God damn.
This is net worth though. Michael Jordan's a net worth $1 billion, isn't he?
Probably.
So net worth ain't how much you got though.
You know, that's very annoying to me.
That net worth and
No, this question right here is Akon still rich? So listen, people, we have to stop saying just because a celebrity is not in the limelight that all of a sudden they are broke, homeless, and under a bridge.
just drive Uber.
Just because you don't see them in the limelight does not mean they suddenly are not broke. And I think that image only comes from the fact that anytime you see them, they're flashing money, like in music videos and shit like that. So when you don't see them doing it, you assume they ran out of money to flash. That ain't always the case. You know what I mean? Think about it. That's work. At the end of the day, it is work. And what do you want to do occasionally? You want to take off of work and enjoy your time. So, people take hiatuses. People don't want to be in the industry anymore. It's like, hey, I made my millions. Let me chill out and do other shit. So, yes, Akon is still rich. At least around $80 million, somewhere in that ballpark of net worth. So, don't ask that question no more. But, yeah, so Akon's still rich. And anybody else y'all can think of?
Because Akon got $1 billion to start that city up from China, right?
Yep.
Probably.
Hold on, go into that.
China scares me.
China be really in Africa, and nobody be talking about it like that. Like China really be up in Africa a lot. Like
China,
the country and their people be really in Africa, and nobody is like talking about how.
I said it before, I'll say it again. China is balls deep
Let's talk about
in Africa.
the future billionaire Akon.
Let's see.
China trying to take over Africa.
China is definitely taking over Africa. I'm wondering if the reason why they keep asking all these black celebrities to come over is because they want to help or they want to make it look good so nobody raises a question.
We can talk about that right after this. Let's talk about that. Let's dive into that one. Because they made Michael J. White a chief.
Damn.
I'm telling you, it's getting
You know
interesting. Lil Jon's like
You know
something
how
over there, isn't he?
and French Montana. You know how wild it was when you were talking about, you were like, yeah, they over in this certain country, and I was like, isn't that the same country they made what's it called, a chief? And then we were talking about the same thing, but we heard different stories.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know Ludacris got his citizenship in like
Recently,
Ghana.
Yeah, for Ghana.
But I think his wife is like African, so
No, his wife is from Ghana.
but that was the same. But Ghana's where they made Michael J. White a chief.
Yeah.
Like that was crazy.
Oh, so it's all the same spot?
Yeah, no, that's what we were talking about. Like Jaber mentioned something, I talked about something, but we were talking about the same thing going on. But we were talking about two different sides of it.
What up, guys? Your boy Quake. And
Didn't think that was gonna be that wild. I also didn't think it was gonna be a YouTube video, but yeah, it is titled. Fuck out of here. It is titled Akon finalizes multi-billion-dollar deal for his own city, not home city, own city in Africa called Akon City. I'm gonna be real with you.
Akon City.
I hate the fucking name. I hate
Yeah,
the name
it's a
so
horrible
much.
name.
Oh, you hate the name? How about you get $1 billion and you name it whatever the hell you want?
Akon
All right then.
that's kind of cool. Though.
Give me $1 billion and I'll do that.
Billion.
City.
As I said, give me $1 billion and I'll do that. It's not like he had the billion. Somebody gave it to him, so give me $1 billion and I'll name it something.
Swerve,
I want you to give me $1 billion.
I don't have $1 billion.
All right, let's shake on it. First one to get $1 billion, got to give the other person. Wait, first person.
I ain't giving you no goddamn $1 billion. Why would I first get the $1 billion and then give it away?
Yeah.
Okay, so
No.
how rich we got to be to give each other $1 billion?
Nigga, I doubt I'll ever be able to give $1 billion
multi-billion,
away.
Okay, how rich we got to give each other $1 million?
Probably multi-million dollars.
How many?
Definitely in the hundreds.
All right, so you become 100 millionaire. You gonna give me $1 million?
Why can't we all three be multi-millions at the same time?
Because I'm broke. I'm struggling the worst. But at the same time, I have a lot of other things.
I got strict rules on if I'm rich.
What's your rules?
I don't take care of people.
You do, though.
No.
You take care of us.
I ain't rich. I'm talking about rich. I'm talking about Frank Lucas rich. I would not take care of people. I would empower people so they could take care of themselves.
And you're empowering us.
I'm trying, but at a very small level.
Talk about Akon, Jaber.
Akon, I mean, he doing his thing, bro. Like,
Talk about going def because you know the more Saudi because you know.
all I know is that he brought power to a African village that didn't have no power, and he's building a city, but he getting the loans from Chinese government, and he could be a puppet, you know what I'm saying? But
It's bro, life is so difficult nowadays. You can never tell.
You know what I'm saying? It could be just the face, so it doesn't look as nefarious.
But China did give him the $1 billion.
They did. I mean, it's just everybody got their eyes on Africa, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all the resources come from Africa, all the gold, the rubbers, a lot of oil, a lot of diamonds. Everything comes from Africa, so everybody wants to stake.
The most diamonds is not in Africa, though.
I don't know. I think
Russia has more diamonds.
Diamonds are useless.
Diamonds
They're
are
pretty
useless,
common.
but Russia has abundance of diamonds.
But I'm pretty sure most of the diamonds on the market are coming from the mine that's owned by the De Beers company in Africa.
Oh yeah, they do that, but Russia doesn't release all the diamonds they just have.
Yo,
you don't have to struggle this hard. We have them right there.
Yo, look. Say. Put my hands up for this. Don't shoot the messenger. If you in the diamonds, you basic.
I agree, man. Gold is way gonna play anyway.
Gold is not only is gold better. I mean,
The
it
best
literally.
conductor, isn't it the best conductor under the human body or something crazy?
Some dude said that last night at that party,
Yeah.
bro. You know parties be wild when you go to a house party and then you end up in a corner talking about woke shit, bro. You weren't hearing the crazy shit we was talking about over
corner
there.
talking about woke shit. The nigga was marauding the fucking Draco. Motherfuckers was stripping. There was a whole stripper there. There was a private session in the bathroom. Yeah, that was a straight little kickback, man.
I was like, man, see, this is the kind of Houstonian time I wanted to. I wanted to get myself into.
I'm glad I could show y'all.
So yeah,
That was real dope.
we was over there talking about fucking.
They was getting mad over spades, and then
They was really going in on
African New
spades.
York woman was telling them off.
Bro,
Her accent was
I
killing
liked
me.
her, bro. She was,
The African New York woman?
yeah.
She was telling them off about how they lost in spades. You only won by one book. It doesn't matter if we won by half a book. We beat y'all. Like that was.
You don't remember her,
No.
bro?
She was the bigger chick.
Yeah, she
Huh?
She was the bigger chick.
She had the
with the
booty?
big booty.
Oh.
Giant big chick with the big booty.
Yeah, she was like all black.
Had a little afro puff.
I think I ain't talking about.
I was like, bro,
She
there's
was
no way because she was.
wildin'.
Yeah, she was loud. It was so funny.
Like, we got y'all next time. You said that 2 games ago. No, which one? Which time was it? The time
Bro.
before or the time after?
Bro, I liked her, bro. She's a firecracker. Dude was
Yeah.
like, where you from? She's like, I'm from Brooklyn. Oh, you from Brooklyn? Is that a problem, son?
Bro, when she said, is that a problem, son? I was like,
She's like,
oh
we
my
got
God.
a problem, son? I was like, look, I almost said, y'all can have a problem down the stairs. I just need to like get down the stairs. We're on the second floor.
The louder
y'all.
she got, the less African she sounded, and the more New York she got. And I was like, what is going on? She started to become. She did start saying "son" more.
That was another power level of code switching right there, bro. She went from she went from one black to another black.
Oh man, she was wild. That was so funny.
That was very wild. She went from African to just
that party.
Boros.
Just to give a real quick thing, the party was wild. We was the two new people. We didn't know anybody, and ESPN is on, and everybody started coming around us because I was roasting was on TV. I was just like, look at them, what they wearing. What was the Timberwolves had the worst jerseys right now, and dude was cracking up.
Was it the Timberwolves?
Yeah, and
dude, it was the lime green. Are they calling them city jerseys or something?
It was their home jerseys. And dude on the left side was cracking up because I was just roasting it. And then the other dude who's like, no, look at the TV. And he started listening to me. And then we all just start roasting their jerseys. And then it spanned off into this whole conspiracy thing of the black community. It was crazy. It was beautiful.
Oh my goodness. That was wild. Well, guys.
It was crazy. But back to Ghana. So Ghana, Jay, we talk about your part.
Ghana. Oh, I mean,
yeah, they want a lot of African celebrities and stuff like that. They've made Michael J. White a chief, and it was, I think, 2019, and Ludacris even got his citizenship, right?
Yeah, Ludacris, it's quite a few celebrities. Man, I wonder. I'm just going to type in Africa celebrity.
You just say Ghana.
Citizenship. No, I'm trying to get everything. Let's see. Idris Elba done did some shit. Oh, wait, no. Ludacris did not go to Ghana. He went to Gabon, I believe. Okay.
Oh,
Idris Elba and other black Americans who have been granted citizenship.
So you mean he went to Gabon?
Oh, wait, we got a whole bunch. Big names like Black Panther star Lupita and Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles. Stop moving. Bozama St. John. Boris Kodjo. Nicole Ari Park. Diggy Simmons. I don't know what else to question. Diggy Simmons. Michael J. White. Anthony Anderson of Blackish. I don't know why that's specified.
Bro, Anthony Anderson did a lot of stuff not to be referred to Blackish.
I know, right? Rosario Dawson, Jadena, Cynthia Bailey. Damn, it's more than I thought. Steve Harvey were in Ghana. Others were Samuel Jackson, Deborah Cox, Ernie Smith, Irvin Mayfield, Reggae Band, Third World, Luda Chris. For some reason, they put a space in there. Luda Chris, Cardi B. See, I thought Cardi B did something.
Cardi B said she's moving to Africa.
Rick Ross, Kofi Kingston, Danny Glover, T.I., Tiny, and
hold on.
Hisham Tawfiq.
Kofi Kingston, I'm about to jump in there. I can say that because I'm a professional wrestling fan. Kofi Kingston is from Ghana.
Oh, for real?
And he won the world the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, right? And it was a big deal because black people don't win that shit, right? Only The Rock won it, and people say Rock only won it because he's Samoan. So Kofi won that, and he hasn't been to Ghana since he became a wrestler, and that was like 2003, 2 or something. It was so long, right? So they went back and made this big celebration thing as him being champion, and he went back. So, but he was going back to his home. That's different. Like, he's legit born in Ghana and, like, you know, was raised there too. He was like 17 to 18 and then moved to the U.S. You know, and that was the first time bringing his kids over since being gone so long. What? And then coming over as a champion. So it's kind of like they knew he was going over to America to be a wrestler. Mm-hmm. Now he comes back as the champion.
That's loud as fuck.
Right? Especially after everybody saying he was never going to win it and shit.
Yeah, with that Boomaya shit. But, yeah.
Kofi, Boomaya.
Y'all got any... You got any final thoughts for this one?
Final thoughts for me.
Just travel.
No final thoughts, Twitter man?
You need to travel. Travel? I think like traveling Africa, traveling places, you need to travel and express your mind, open your mind. And a lot of people like Cardi B and everybody else, like traveling's not hard. In Texas, I think it's the next day shipping. You can get a passport, right? And passports last for like 10 years. It's actually a better type of identification than having a driver's license, right? It's actually I actually got to renew my passport. I've had one since I was 16. Got to renew it again. Just travel, go some places. You can go to Iceland for under 200. You can go to England for like a couple hundred. There's places you can just travel and go to. There's places you don't need a passport, like a couple islands, like Virgin Islands. You don't need passports. Just travel and just open your mind. Like it'll humble you. You'll appreciate life more, and you will just learn. Like I've been over to South America before, things like that. Like it just changed my mind. Just a little bit of traveling I've done. So just travel, go to Africa, learn your thing, learn different religions, learn there's more than just Egypt. There's so many other things.
I'll follow up on that a little bit.
And then get some money and diversify your bonds. Wu-Tang!
Definitely. Yes, do travel more. Like, could you imagine living your whole life and not leaving your city? That's depressing. Now, don't get me wrong, you may not have the means to do so, but you can definitely scruffle something up. I don't want to be that dude. I don't want to say it like this, but just if you're a person that go to the club every weekend and you can't figure out how you could get the money to travel, I think I just told you how you could get the money to travel. Just save up and don't go to the club or
not even that. Remember, I traveled and I had no money. Remember, I traveled.
No.
And I got paid to travel.
On your side, though.
Huh?
You had God on your side.
Here's the thing. Some people need that money. You know,
but they got God on their side. But I took the chance and I just did it.
Now, some people need that cushion. Some people just like, I can't see it. Well, here's the thing. You can see it, but you have to cut something out. It's there. It is never not there.
But what did I cut out? I mean, I made it. I made it work.
You're not the same as everyone else. Not everyone.
I don't like traveling without having cushion money because shit can go wrong, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody's gonna do that.
One time, my car broke down. And thankfully, I had the $500. I only needed to do the repairs to get back on the road.
But saving up's not hard. You can do a lot of things in a year. People don't understand how impactful a year can be to your life if you actually dedicate stuff.
You can change your whole life in a year.
In a year.
If you get like a few months on some real motherfucker shit.
Yeah, exactly. But there's no real excuses. Like, people's like, oh, I got too many kids. I know people with a bunch of kids, family, and they just put an actual plan. And nobody disciplines themselves.
You just got to make a way.
And it comes down to discipline.
You can do it, but you listen, definitely travel somewhere. Mm-hmm. You will figure out more things and you will see that the world is a different place. Hell, the U.S. is a different place from state to state. Mm-hmm. I mean, just think about how a country is. And don't listen to what you always hear on the media about places. You know what I mean? You know how many people think that Africa is just nothing but dirt and hungry people? That ain't the case. If Africa was nothing but dirt and hungry people and there really wasn't shit there, China would not be busting their balls that hard to try to take over Africa.
The crazy thing is most of the world think America is terrible and black people are terrible.
Yeah,
and America made them think that. But like Joe
said, that's the thing. That's the media.
Like Joe just said, they want you to think Africa's so desolate, but everybody want to put their dick in Africa. All the imperialist nations is trying to get a piece of Africa, but they rather have us think there's nothing but dead, diseases and starvation. That's what they want, because if you think nothing's there, you're not going to pay attention to it.
Shout out to Ethiopia to stop having people adopt.
Shout out, yes. Yeah. Ethiopia said, you foreigners not taking our babies no more.
If you really want to adopt a black child, there's plenty of African American children to adopt.
Absolutely.
A lot of them.
But the thing is, white people see foreign black people as less of a threat because they don't have the same history of oppression, and
they don't know what happened over here.
Exactly.
Or if they do know what happened, they don't have the true feel of it. You know what I mean? It's like you can read it.
A child does not know that. And if you really want to adopt with having your heart in a good place, then adopt somebody from America. If you care so much keeping things in America, then you can adopt in America. That's all I'm saying.
Dead ass. Well, I think that's going to be the time for today. We're going to catch you folks in another one. Goodbye, y'all.